are live. Welcome back. Another night of the Two Alphas Talk. Tonight's show is going to be on the top 9 mistakes in training classes. See you when we get back. And before we do that, we're going to talk about who's sponsoring this lovely show. And we had an interesting day today.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
For you guys on the show, go to type in saberteamtactical.com, and then from there go to the top right hand corner and go to classes. Now the training schedule will be out in January. We're closed out for 2022. There you go, Al.
Yep. We closed out for 2022 and 2023 is on its way out. I guess you just said that. But we had a great day, great 2022, good classes, good training. Today was no exception to that rule. We still offer our private one-on-one training. That's going to go on throughout the year. That's a one-time thing. You give us a call. We'll set up a date and get you out there, do our assessment, and get you right where you need to be.
Yep. And let's see, all the classes are taken for the year. So see us next year, and we'll have some classes up in January. And January 1st, hopefully we'll have them up, and you can see us then. Meantime, go to online store, check out some stuff you need. We got some swag, plate carriers, emergency medical supplies, and I don't have a plaque down here, but also started a new company, Saber Team Engraving, and do engraving, plaques, magazines, and various other items. So, all right, but check it out. Got some good stuff. All right, and before we go on, I want to talk about what's going on. Hey, what's up, man? And in the political arena, you guys
ID.
saw. Yeah, what's happening, ID? We missed you out there today, man. Where were you? And political. So the big red wave didn't happen the way we thought. And I think it's because I found out through the grapevine that the Republican Party was campaigning against the Trump, all the picks he picked. They were campaigning against him. And also they did not give any campaign contributions to any of the candidates that was running that Trump pick. And that tells you something right there, that the old establishment Republican Party is just no better than the Democrat Party. They're the exact same. And with that, they want the old establishments to come back. That's the Bushes and the Cheneys and the because they're all in bed with the Obamas, and so it's no difference. You can't tell the one from the other. And so they want things to go back to where they were. Hey, what's up, WK? And that's some pretty dirty stuff. So hopefully, the way things are, at least some things can be actually stopped. And I'm going to show you guys what the political map actually looks like right now today. This snapshot was taken just before. It's a live snapshot. The last one was snapshot that was on 9:05. So if you guys look and see what the U.S. Senate is right now. So the Democrats have 47 senators and the GOP has 48. With Herschel Walker, it would turn to 49-47. But if Herschel Walker lose, it would be tied. And neither one had a 51% majority. So that means whatever they vote on, like HR 1808, it would come up as a tie. Not unless a lot of the blue, not unless a bunch of the rhino Republicans go over to the Democrat side and help it pass. I mean, it's too close right now. Um, and so, if it goes to the floor and they have these numbers, or if they're tied, that means the vice president comes in and make that bill into law. So, things are not looking good right now. It didn't turn out the way it did turn out. So, all else fails. Hopefully, we can get Herschel Walker in there, and and at least it'll give them a running shot to try to stave something off. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. But they have, like I said, they have a lot of turncoat Republicans in there that will vote heavily with the Democrats and don't give a damn about what the people are saying or thinking, which is sad. So if you look in the U.S. House, GOP has a U.S. House. Um, so there's no way they're going to be able to get the Democrats and get it, but they don't have the majority of the House. They don't have full control over it. It's 211 to 201. So Republican Party only gained 6 seats. Democrats lost 7 seats. So I think it might be still something up for um, a runoff. I'm not sure because this map doesn't show the runoff at all. Um, and but the governor's results, it really doesn't matter with the governor's results unless it's in the state that pertains to you. But the Republican Party only lost 1 seat, and Democrat um, they gained a seat. So we actually lost a seat, and which I'm glad I'm not in that state. At least we didn't lose in the state of Georgia, and that which is a good thing. And but for us, for us that live here in uh, Georgia, we're glad somebody didn't win, but because
Contienda.
it would,
Hola.
yeah, it would have been a sad day. Um, but we have to say, be ready for um the runoff that's going to happen in December. So all you guys who voted gunned in, be prepared to get out and go vote. Don't blow it off. This is important. So, like I said, it's still not looking good for HR 1808. So uh, we may be doomed, and they're going to hold that build off until December, to probably
Of
January.
course. Of
Yeah,
course.
they're going to hold it off. Yeah. So here we go. This is it. So we got another 2 months to sweat to see if we can keep our toys. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And just I hate to break the bad news to you.
Oh,
So
but you see, you just came in with all the bad news, and I know for a fact that you're overjoyed, for
oh yeah.
especially here in the state of Georgia.
Oh yeah.
But you didn't even say anything about that.
Oh what Georgia?
Yeah,
Oh, the governor? I
there
did. I
you
said
go.
yeah.
You,
I am overjoyed that the we got
be nice.
we ended up getting Kemp back. Which is nice. We voted for the devil that we know instead of the devil that we don't know. And we didn't have a choice. However, Kemp did do a lot of things for the state of Georgia. He didn't lock us down. He kept the store, the businesses open. We got some money back. He also did constitutional carry,
Hmm.
um, and he did some other stuff too. And for us, so a lot of people saying, "What the Republican Party done for you in your state?" Well, he's done some stuff, and we know for a fact, old saber teeth tiger was going to do some bad things for us. And and it
I
was
think you
she
meant
was
Snaggletooth.
Snaggletooth. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. Either way, it's teeth. And so we I'm seeing online where a lot of these people are getting a lot of Democrat people are getting on what's that TK? Uh what's the TK? Um
In reference
that
to.
Chinese app. Uh
Oh,
Ticker,
I,
whatever that is.
not TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And they're getting on there. I'm seeing it come across on some of the other channels. Well, they're still blaming black men for Stacey
Oh
Abrams
my God, I
not
saw that.
getting
Yeah,
elected. And I'm just like, this is nuts. And they're going actually nuts. And the majority of the people who's ranting and raving about this don't even live in our state.
right,
So it's like, what are you guys even talking about? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's nuts, man. You know?
That's the funny thing too, is that the fact that she didn't win, she blames it on black men.
Right.
Talk about infighting.
And there's not enough black men to make an effect in Georgia. So I'm
Right.
just like, it's just like, what are you really arguing about? You know what I'm saying? See, and he said his beloved ASAC governor got reelected in Illinois. Yeah, you know, and if you guys did see, they had problems in certain areas with the voting. So, yeah, that was deliberate. You know, uh, Chicago over a red state. If
Yeah,
you
I think
look at
because
it.
of the city and then
Oh,
Illinois being different.
oh, okay, but I think Illinois has the majority of the people in it, isn't it?
Chicago, you mean?
It's Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, they had it backwards.
Majority of people.
Chicago. Yeah, it's backwards. Chicago is bigger, so it has the majority, a lot more voters there. So it's almost like here we have Fulton County. Fulton County would make a big effect if they didn't do certain things. You know what I'm saying?
You got to slice that thing up.
Right. What's that? Spacey Adams? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Spacey Abrams.
Yeah. Oh, this is even. You mean hungry hippo? Yeah. Oh, no, we're not putting that one up. You know, nope, we're not putting that one up.
Yeah, but we can agree with you. If you look, if you go to YouTube and look at the comments, you can see it for yourself.
Yeah, they're very sensitive on that one.
I've heard that too.
Yeah,
I've heard that too.
Everybody's heard that.
Yeah,
and she does have personal issues. Yeah, yeah, huge. And her personal issues was to stamp out us in the state of Georgia. That's what she was going to do. She was going to destroy the state. This state would have been California by the end of the year.
Oh yeah, and with all the newcomers coming in too.
Man. They are these people. I have the luxury to work. I can't say where I work. I have the luxury to work around a bunch of people who, I want to say, vote blue all the time, but they thought when the night that this election went down, they were looking at a certain channel and watching in disbelief that their governor, who they wanted to win, got blown out. They were so upset, dude. I was just laughing to myself. It was incredible. Man, I had so much fun that night. They don't even know it. But they gave us a warning before we started. Do not talk politics.
Really?
Believe that? Yeah. Don't talk. Don't say anything to anybody because some people's feelings might be hurt.
Wow.
Some things might not go out the way people wanted to. So I couldn't say anything, bro. Had to keep it quiet.
Yeah.
So every time they come by me and they was getting to each other, they were sitting there holding their phones, looking at what was going on and whispering to each other and stuff. And I was like, look at this, man. I'm dying here inside.
Hey, what's the score now?
Yeah.
What numbers? Really? Wow, that's sad, man. What are we gonna do?
Man, they wanted that lady to win so bad.
So bad, yes, sir.
It was unreal. Unreal.
Because I can imagine your face, man. I mean, I can imagine.
Man, I was like, you're not gonna get me on bullying. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That was a setup, dude. Yeah,
it was too easy. It's too easy.
Yeah. But you guys did miss a good day at the range. We won't tell you that. Yeah. We had a blast today.
Great group of people out there too. Really good group of people.
Yeah. And the
listening,
weather was,
responding to training and information and instructions, outstanding. Outstanding.
And the weather was perfect.
Oh,
It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. I was still sweating like a pig out there though. And
Any day over
but
60, you're gonna do that.
oh yeah, that's true. And but it was a nice day. And for all you guys couldn't make it, didn't make it, wasn't gonna make it, we
It's
we
all
still had
three
a
of them.
blast. Yeah, all three of them. And hopefully you can come back out next year because I only teach that class once a year. You know,
Yeah,
because people can't handle it.
and
So
it was full. It was a full
yeah, it was
house.
full,
Yep.
full house. Yeah, and like I said, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
And I
If
gave
you
some.
if you go ahead.
I was gonna say, I gave some tidbit secrets that I usually don't give a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
classes. So
Pro time.
yeah, what's that?
Oh, okay.
What's that? I heard about the range date and I had an exclusive client around the same time. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you
Yep.
made some
We
money.
get together. We get
Yeah.
together. But the good thing on another note on the training is that we have people come together that never met each other before, and we're
Mm-hmm.
able to work together as a team by the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know.
that's always a good thing.
Yep.
That's one of the best things that
Because
we
we've
ever.
done this before, we couldn't get to that part.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
I think it was about 5 times now that I've seen that done. We may have done that 3 times before
Mm-hmm.
today. You know.
Right. Okay. He said he had Norman Brown, the famous jazz artist. Okay,
Oh,
Norman
cool.
Brown. Oh wow. That's nice, man.
Yeah.
Hope you got an
Congratulations,
autograph,
bro.
some pictures or something.
Yeah.
I
Speaking
believe
about
you.
pictures, if you go to what's Rick's David
Oh, let me
Films
DV
on
Films.
Instagram.
I can pull
Yeah,
it up.
David.
Yeah.
You
Let me
can
see and pull
check
it
it
up.
and stuff it out. Yeah, let him
Yeah.
get my card, bro. We help him
Mm-hmm.
out. You know where we are. Do a little tidbit. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
what we did today leads right into the topic for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And the way we came about this is I was reading an article by what's his name, Michael Seeklander, and it just dawned on me that there's some of the same things that he wrote in this article, which we'll kind of pull tidbits from, is what we see on a regular basis. And this guy is right on point.
Yeah, I gotta find this page. So just keep talking. I'll find. Oh, there it is. Boom. Got it.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and share this.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys get a chance to, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and follow his page. He's almost at a point where he can monetize. It's got 986 subscribers. And check out his videos. He filmed some of the stuff we did today, but like the medical class, this is from last month with the tourniquet classes out there, and it's got a lot of jujitsu footage and stuff on here because that's what he's doing currently. And he also has my boy ID out here on here. So look at that, boom! See, you're on there too, man. Year ago. So yeah, check out his page, guys. He's a great
work.
videographer, and he's really down in the Second Amendment and all the other good stuff. You know, he's a good
Politically
person,
conscious.
very good person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's this? I missed some. He needs firearms training. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's in his 60s, ain't he? I think he is. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah,
He was
that's
talking
my
about
guy.
Rick. He was talking
Oh,
about
Rick. Yeah, yeah. So you're gonna let him know about us guys. All right, cool, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Somebody go ahead, Al. Somebody's talking
Yeah.
to me in the background. Let me take this
Gotcha.
down.
Okay. Well, no, just he's 59. So yeah, see. He said
Oh, he's 59?
Norman
Oh,
Brown,
yeah.
59.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
our age. Yeah.
Your age.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
Hey, bro. Once you get past 45, every year counts. You know that.
There we go. There we
I'm
go.
still catching up. But anyway, we're gonna go through some of the topics from Mike Sealander, and we'll break them down and then discuss it. Right. So one of the things that we see a lot of is the people who get on these forums or even social media, and then they speak as though they're experts, but they're basically speaking from someone else's information, and then they take it upon themselves, not really having a full grasp of it. But it's like when the car system came out. Car has been around since the 90s, and probably even the 80s. I think Paul Castle is the guy that developed it, way before John Wick movies made it popular. And you got guys going out there. Remember that guy? They kind of disappeared now. Voda. And
Oh yeah,
and he's doing all that high speed. Everything's all compressed.
right.
But he had no foundation from that. You're taking somebody else's stuff and then you run it. Same thing with some of these guys. They never show up to classes, but they have all kind of information, and they basically have extrapolated it from reading forums and watching YouTube videos.
Like the guy who does the martial arts that will get you killed and stuff with the guns.
Detroit something.
Yeah.
Dust.
Yeah. Right.
Detroit Urban Special Training. Something.
Made it to late
training.
night TV. He was on late night TV.
Well, it's a what's that thing called? Not a celebrity personality, kind of like, you get so funny and doing something so outrageous that people pay attention to it. There's no merit to it.
He's getting clients. And some of the people had,
like people taking that thing, the snatching a gun out of a dude's hand, and it's already got a gun pointed at your head.
He's teaching a lot of classes. Some people are debunking him in his own classes by shooting him. And videotaping.
There's no way. Who? I guess this. Let me back up, because there are people who are still responding to the Nigerian prince in email. So I'd imagine that guy's serious.
Yeah, he's serious.
So I guess if the Nigerian prince scheme is still going on email, that this guy can get clients.
Yeah, if you watch him, he's serious. When they interview him, he's legitimately serious. What he is doing is saving lives.
Wow. Do not attack somebody with a gun already drawn on you.
Right.
Unless it's absolutely wide open. He looks away, diverts his attention, anything before you do that.
Yeah. If they got the drop on you, they got the drop.
Right.
Just go with it until you get an opportunity to do something about it. But as long as that firearm is pointing at you, they have the drop on you. So just play victim until you can get to turn the turn.
And I'm a firm believer in action is quicker than reaction. But come on, man.
Yeah.
You go to snatch it and the fingers in the trigger and you just pull the trigger on yourself.
Yeah. He's like, well, like if this is the firearm's ready.
Right.
You grab the firearm and twist and turn.
Yeah, and then you see heaven.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'll be like the light. That'll be the last thing you see.
Right. Out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but those are the things that, when you see those people, they have high opinions about things that they've never really had any experience with, whether it's mostly equipment. It's always something based upon equipment, or why you don't do this, why you don't have this on your gun, why you don't, something along those lines. And those people are ones that show up to classes. Very rare when they do show up, but those are the guys that when they do show up, they have all the gear in the wrong places.
Right. And Amazon gear at that.
Mm-hmm.
He made a reference to Asian guy. That's what I was talking about. It was an Asian guy. Black Rambo shot him during the demonstration. It was on YouTube. So, yeah. So those are the guys. They show up with the wrong gear. They'll come in. I've seen guys come in with their ammo pouches upside down. Wow. And wondering why the magazines are falling out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, did you even look at YouTube? You know what I'm saying? Or some of the guys that come in with a plate carrier on, and you know how you have the MOLLE straps on there, and they're supposed to be woven into the plate carrier.
Right.
They'll just have them stuck in, and they'll be just flapping loose because it didn't weave them in.
Right.
And it's like, what are you doing, man? I don't know.
Some people think that's an option.
Yeah, they think it's an option.
Yep. Just put it in one. One is good enough.
Yeah. And it just be flapping. Or, for instance, we see guys that came to one of the medical classes and they had battle belts on, and the guy had he had 7 magazines on his battle belt, fully loaded. They were wondering why his pants was falling down.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, the
Yeah.
magazines you need to carry on your battle belt is for ARs is maybe 2 to 3. Then because
Mm-hmm.
the weight's going to be too heavy. You know,
You mean he has 7 AR magazines on
7.
his back?
Yeah, plus a medical bag,
Jeez.
plus pistol, plus 2 pistol mags, and no suspenders.
That's
It
seven
was just
pounds
that,
right there.
yeah. And he said his back was hurting. So,
No, no wonder. No way. Your
yeah,
back hurt. How
he
did
said
that
his
happen?
back was hurting. He said, I don't know why this thing is hurting me so much, man. It's my pants are falling down. I can't deal with it. So the first thing I did was strip. I said, strip that off, and that off.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Oh
don't
yeah.
need it.
Yeah, but I think a lot of times people believe that if you buy more equipment, you become a better shooter overnight. It's like a
Yeah,
power up. You know,
yeah, it is.
I haven't played video games in a long time. I don't know if they still exist, but there's a time when you're doing certain things and you get to a certain time, you want to extend the time, you get a power up and it goes further on.
Mhm.
I think a lot of times in real life people think that same thing. You know, if I
Yeah,
get this, once I get that pistol,
right.
even today I heard a guy say that he was holding on to a particular pistol for another year at least, and then he'll look for something else. Like if
Right.
it works, it works. You know, if you got to get good with it, a year you just knocking the dust off of that thing.
Prime example. The biggest things I see is magazine compensators. I mean, AR compensators, muzzle
Hmm.
compensators. Um, so they all convinced me to go out and get this magazine, the muzzle compensator. It has adjustable gas brakes and all this stuff on it, right?
Hmm.
It'll make you shoot flatter. Okay. So I put it on my SIG 556 Classic. I'm already a beast with the thing, right? And I put it on there. You know what? I didn't notice any damn difference. That was $100 and some wasted.
I was about to say it's a 5.56. How much mitigation or recoil are you looking for?
It was stupid.
It's just as everybody knows, it's just a strong 22.
Right. So then when I
How
tell them,
much more you want?
yeah, then I told them, I said, there's no damn difference. They said, well, you need to adjust it. You need to turn it and do all this stuff. I said, man, you get the hell out of here, dude. You
And
know?
it's funny what you just mentioned there. When there's another point that Seeklander brings up is the guy that works on his gun to the point where it doesn't work anymore. You know, the guy that you got everything is
Right.
shaved, everything is
Right.
polished. There's so much things done to this that every
Right.
time you take it out, you gotta kick it, throw it down, slap rack, do everything just to get
Yeah.
one round out.
He's the guy with a bolt action pistol.
Yep, basically.
Right.
And we've
Yeah.
seen that. We've
Yeah.
seen that in real
And
time.
they always said it's never what they done to it. It's
Nope.
always the ammunition. It's the
Ammunition.
ammunition. It's
Yep.
damn ammunition. I don't
I
know why
can't
it's
stand
not working.
federal. I can't stand
Yeah.
Winchester. Man, you're gonna go
Right.
through everything. Right. I can't stand
Right.
a Gila.
You're
Bro.
right. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna have a box of ammunition to
Mhm.
every manufacturer company, but it's gonna be just the box. The ammunition's gonna all be the same.
Right.
And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a guy out there and he's gonna complain about federal ammunition. I'm gonna say, try this one. it's, it's gonna be the same box of ammunition. It's just gonna
Right.
be in a different box.
It's the mentality at that point.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, this stuff works. That's federal, dude. Shut up.
Exactly. And I like that comment that ID just put up there.
Yeah.
That I've seen that before.
Fixing it until it breaks.
Fixing it until it breaks. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And everybody has a Dremel. Everybody has a Dremel.
Mhm.
Everybody wants to polish things. Everybody wants to take some piece off. And you don't remember that there was an engineer, a genius, that put that design together.
Mhm.
Whether if there's a copycat Glock, which there all are, of course, Glock wasn't the first striker fire, but Glock perfected the striker fire gun. Now, everything since then, everyone, if you look inside those guns, they all have one or two pieces that are totally different than a Glock. I don't know if it's something that they just do that so they don't get sued, or it's just that they feel that they need to put this in to try to make it better. Whatever it is, there's something extra in there, right? What in your grandiose mind made you believe that if you just take off 2 centimeters of this or smidge it, polish it down, cut this piece off here, it was gonna make it go faster and not go at all?
Yeah.
That's what made when I see people, and then the same thing when they're slapping and racking and they're just so frustrated. I don't know what's going on. It must be the ammo. Then you look inside and you see this, like it's almost like the like Pulp Fiction, and you just see this shiny insides, and it's like, wait a minute, there's nothing for the sear to catch onto. There's no friction on this gun at all.
Right.
You smooth it down so bad that either it's going to become a machine gun or it's
Yep.
not going to shoot at all. It's
Yep.
not going to shoot at all.
It's gonna become a machine gun. Yeah. That's exactly what it's gonna become. A machine gun.
You know, but everybody's what do they call them? Everybody builds their own guns.
Armors.
Armors. Yep. Everybody builds it. Shiny insides. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody builds their own guns nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Or put together. They're not building.
I say put together. They like to say build, and I'm like, okay. I've seen a couple of videos from guys that I got a little respect for, and they all said, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, I'll back off, but I still say you just pieced it together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
you
not
have a
molding.
Exactly.
They're not molding the lower receiver and nothing that stuff. So
And even with an AK, you're not folding that damn receiver. You're not putting those trunnions in on your own. You just put that thing together. And, you got gear guys, and then you got this one is a good one. What about the shooter that spent the entire year training and then shows up to take a class with techniques that are opposite of what the instructor that he paid for is going to demonstrate and pass on to him.
let's see. Shiny inside. Yep. You correct me before we assemble these parts. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy that goes to the training class who knows more than the instructor. Yeah, it's because he will challenge the instructor during the class and say, "Well, I've taken this class."
Right.
He has no real world background in what he's talking about at all,
Right.
but he's taken a year's worth of classes from a lot of people, and he's a subject matter expert.
Well, that's the one
Right.
guy, right?
Right.
That at least he's showing up. We're talking about the guy that's been practicing for 2 months before. Let's just say 2 months instead of a year. 2 months before he goes to a training course, then gets to the training course, and they're doing something totally opposite. So most people learn to shoot a gun by resetting the trigger and then pretty much riding the trigger up. And I've seen this. There's some schools out there, Bill Rogers, where they do what's called flick and press, right? So you press the trigger back and you let it go, because in a properly functioned firearm, the trigger is going to reset itself. You don't need to ride it back.
Right.
So, but if you keep practicing riding that trigger, when you get there, you're going to have issues.
Yeah. Hey, WK, rewrite it without that J in there, and I'll put it on air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bullying, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, but
Oh, is that a person you guys know?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Personally.
When I read it, I said,
Yeah.
and then I thought about it.
Just
And I think
rewrite it, WK.
That's one of your
and,
buddies. That's one of
take-
your buddies,
take-
too.
Take the quotation name out.
Isn't that the guy he's an instructor now?
We'll talk about it offline.
He said no.
So he said, okay. All right. Yeah. I fortunately haven't had a lot of those guys to come out to the class and try to take over the class.
Right. There you go.
Reason being because some of the stuff I teach, they don't know what the hell. They don't know anything about it. And like today, they I almost said name. A name. Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, like today they was looking at my sling, and because I wear my sling different from everybody else's. It's under my right shoulder, and so a lot of people. That's why a lot of people look at my sling and they think that's wrong. But I wore my sling like that for years, without the bungee. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
There you go. That
There you go.
works.
Yeah. People don't be FUD.
Don't be a FUD.
Yeah, every time you lose competition shooting,
Every time you lose a shooting competition or you're not shooting good, then you have to go buy a different gun. Yeah, it's always the gun.
right?
That's
Yeah,
like that carpenter that blames his hammer because it doesn't hammer properly. He keeps hitting his finger with it.
right.
It's got to be the tool. It's
Yeah,
never the operator
right.
because he's an operator. That's why.
Yeah, God, I know some guys who are very good, and we all know those guys. They're
Hmm.
GMs, and grandmasters, and they never change guns.
Nope.
They never change guns. Uh, I know a guy right now that goes out and buy a gun every week,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
he's out there shooting the matches and wondering why he's not progressing.
Right. And you know it. We all learn, and the thing that I uh, praise all my. There you go. It wasn't on
I
here
don't
long
see it. I
enough.
don't see it.
Half hour.
I don't see it.
Well, as I was saying, my mentor, one of the mentors that I had coming up in the game, said to me one day, he said, "You know, you're a good shooter, but you can be better." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I'm listening to him. I want to get all these jewels and see what I can do." He said, "When I see you, you have a Sig, you have a Smith and Wesson, you have a Glock." He said, "Pick
Hmm.
one, pick one." And I really enjoyed shooting all of them, but he was right. He said, "Pick
Hmm.
one and really get good with it." He said, "You can shoot all the other ones, you know, for fun, but when you come to competition," he said, "I just pick one." And that was when I started to actually see real gains, like going from if there was, and it was so bad. And the reason why we had the conversation, I was telling him, I said, "You know what? If there are 15 people in my category, I'm always going to be 7 or 8, and I'm,
Well,
I'm trying to move forward." And he said, once I picked that one gun, then I started getting 3, 2, and then even 1.
you remember back in the day when we were shooting Gabdo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, remember the CZ came out,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of the grandmasters was winning the matches with the CZs. So everybody went out and bought CZs, thinking it was going to make them a better shooter,
Right.
and it didn't. The
Mm-mm.
gun was jamming like no tomorrow on them, and then the grandmaster said, "I don't want this gun no more." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And but all these other guys went out and bought these CZs and said these are the best guns in the market. You know,
Mm-hmm.
nobody can outshoot me with this thing. And then everybody got stuck with these gigantic paperweights.
Yeah.
Now you don't even hear about CZs anymore. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, because they that fiasco they made that batch. It was the gun was breaking after so much usage. Then they had to send it in to get it worked on. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
But
never
you
the
know,
same.
it's like trends, and
Hmm.
people look for that trend so that they can get on the back of that wave and ride it in. And
Hmm.
the wave that's constant is practice and training.
Yeah,
Find somebody that
dry
can
fire,
mentor
dry
you
fire.
that's better than you. You can't have a
Hmm.
mentor that's not as good, just as
Yeah,
good as you are. You gotta
yeah.
have somebody that's better than you to
No, no,
push
no,
you.
no. Everybody need a beginner mentor. You know, you need a mentor that just got into the game. That's the person you're gonna follow. That's the person that's gonna help you. That's the person that's the person that you need to go to find out gear advice,
All right, so
reloading.
so
Hmm?
the mentor that last year was a stripper and this year is now a farmer. Gotcha. That's the mentor you want.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my
Oh
goodness! The
man.
one just last year you were throwing dollars at her. Now she's full fledged, full experience instructor with 1 year experience. You're
And
running behind buying the same gun she's got, and
yep.
she got a Taurus G3.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
With the with one of those gigantic leg pouches. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Leg
Yeah.
pouch and a flashlight laser combination. Green.
Hmm.
It's green though.
Right. But she's showing you how to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't know nothing.
Mm-mm.
I'm
I'm
an
gonna go back to something we used to say 2 years ago. Vet your instructors, people.
right,
Vet your instructors.
right.
Reggie Reg.
Hey, what's up, Reg? We're
Reggie
doing all right.
Reg. All good, man. We missed you out there, bro. I know you
Yep.
probably had to work, but we missed you out there.
Yep.
You ready for the next year? You be ready, Reggie.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I want to mention that person too, but I can't. It was on the pole a month ago. Now it's
Yep.
out on the range.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
teaching everybody how to be a better person.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And then you got the same person that subscribes to everything. There's nothing that they can't do. But when you get them out on the range, they're piss poor.
what was that guy's name who was in the Air Force and he was a accomplished shooter and he was really big? What's his name? He had a big beard. Everybody used to go to him and talk about his classes and stuff. He was big in the shooting world.
You're not talking about one that was with Costa.
He was with Haley. He was with
Costa.
Haley.
Costa.
Yeah.
Chris Costa. I think his name's Chris Costa.
Everybody was talking about that dude. Everybody was going to his classes. He was a phenomenal shooter. And
I think he burned out.
yeah, he dropped off the circuit.
Yep, I saw him doing the airsoft and doing like the. He was going to the different conferences that whatever they do when they get together. He was doing that last time I saw. But yeah, they made Magpul with mag bullets today. They're the ones that came up with all those ideas.
They did.
Yep.
They did. Yeah, another guy you guys need to watch who's really good instructor, Zero. So.
But he's international now. You don't see him much in the.
He's always has been international. He does a lot of teaching special operations guys and stuff. I remember when a certain guy who was in Tennessee tried to attack him on his website, on his Facebook, and what was funny, Chris Koska. What was funny was. There was a lot of special operation guys jumped on his page and said they don't know what they know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he came back and was so humbled. He was his response was so humble to I might as well say his name, Jaeger, that Jaeger couldn't even respond to it. He didn't even fall for.
They went out. They went around about for about 30 days, bro. It was back and forth for a while, and then finally he just came back and was like, "Look, we're just gonna put it to end like this."
Yeah, we're not even the same people,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he got to a point where he was so mad. I think he was in Italy, and he was like, "You know what? I'm on my way over there. I'm gonna kick your ass." And then and right after that, either he talked himself out of it, or his friends were like, "Hey, man, it's not even worth it."
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I owe her.
Yeah. Instructor Zero.
It was Zero and Jaeger. They were going at it. But a lot of times that's also publicity. One guy who's a little bit coming up, and there's another guy.
Yeah, but it backfired. It backfired on Jaeger.
But like we know, all publicity is good publicity. Doesn't matter what they say about you. Like I said, talking about you, that's good.
It didn't work. It didn't work for Jaeger. It worked for Instructor Zero, because everybody knows Zero. He's real, and there's no way you can get around that. I mean, he's really taught some stuff, and he's really been in the game with some real heavy hitters. All those guys talk about it.
Yeah, the same thing. Jaeger had a following. He had a we call it clientele base that had a lot of names in it, that guys that came out and sprung out from underneath his umbrella, so to speak. They both were big name dudes, man. They were doing it. You can look it on YouTube and see the infamous James Jaeger fight.
Yeah, but Zero would still show it.
Yeah,
that's something a lot of instructors can't do. Zero can do it every day, all day, and 3 times.
James Jaeger's style was different, but I mean, I'm just giving the guy the credit that he do, bro. He gone.
I see what you're saying. I'm not saying anything, disrespectful. I'm just saying he was not at Instructor Zero's level. Never, ever.
Who is?
Yeah, nobody right now.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't think Haley's there? You don't think Haley's there?
Not at his level.
What? No.
Haley's a competition shooter. Instructor Zero's
Haley's not a Christian. No, Haley's the military dude. He was.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I've some of the stuff Instructor Zero has done is just remember he did the demonstration with the knife. Um, did you see that demonstration he did with the 21 second rule with the gun and the knife?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the only way he said you can defeat it was to fall back and drop on the ground and then be able to shoot the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody in American training, all right, I'll give you 10% of the American law enforcement can actually perform that move.
Yeah, but do they?
No,
I've seen a lot of
they don't have the
videos,
training for
law
that. They
enforcement
don't have the
yeah,
practice for that. And you know
getting
how long it
stabbed.
take for that to become natural?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm just using that as one example. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, this mother. Yeah, read that one. Proofread that one before you. But what about Rob Latham?
Mhm.
He's a comp shooter, and I mean he's just like what my man Taryn, whatever his name is.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on now. Yeah. Come on, WK man.
Yeah, hey guys, if you want to see what we're laughing at, you just go to YouTube page and look at the comments. It's there.
Yeah.
We
Come
can't
on,
strip it from there.
man.
We just can't put it on this.
Bruh, I'm trying to be nice, man. I mean, come on
It's
now.
right down here. For
Yeah.
you watching this after the air date, it's right down
Right.
there.
Oh man. We're just trying to start some stuff, man.
Right, he's pushing the envelope tonight.
Yeah.
And look from the outside.
Right. From the outside.
From the
Right.
outside.
Remember what you said. Any publicity is good publicity.
Exactly.
If it's bad, but I really don't want his haters, man. They're like a witch mob.
Oh yeah.
You know, these
And
guys.
they're relentless because they don't have much brain cells.
Yeah. Once
just
they
keep
start
coming.
and it started,
You can't reason with them. Nope.
No, they won't
Mm-mm.
stop
Mhm.
until they just won't stop.
Right.
They'll hit
And
all
they'll feed off
platforms.
each other.
Yeah. I mean, those guys are just crazy. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yep.
So, what else?
I'm looking now. See what's the next topic we can talk about. What about the one that has every excuse in the world? You dealt with that. You dealt with that. And whether it's from an ailment that we can't see, you know, my elbow, my kneecap, my baby pinky toe is messed up.
Right. My neck, my back, and
Exactly.
what was that song?
I know. Yeah.
Right.
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. You know,
Right.
that's crazy. But yet every time they miss, there's something happen. You know, I gotta fix this site. I'm gonna change these sites. I'm gonna get a red dot. Then you get a red dot. You know, I'm going back to iron sites.
Right.
You know, just learn how to shoot.
Right. It's a trigger.
It's a simple process. Process.
It's a trigger. You know what I'm saying?
And then the crazy one is, what about those guys that have the issue with some type of mental, right? Turn right, turn left, and they just bog down and just freeze up and just yeah, I would agree with that one.
Okay, here you go. I can put you on air with this one. Yeah. Jeff Cooper was best.
He's one of the grandfathers, or at least definitely a godfather
in our modern time.
Modern day, yeah.
Modern day time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He lived it. He lived what he practiced what he preached and lived it. You know what I'm saying? He was
a Texas Ranger, right?
Yeah. He was a modern day gunfighter. That's what he was. Because he was like he used some of the old techniques from the old
the Wild West.
The Wild West, and he brought it to life.
Yep.
I said the other guy who killed John Dillinger, the Texas Ranger too. He was also the same. He grew up in that era.
Right.
Where
he bridged the gap like the 1890s into the 1900s. Yeah.
And he was a dangerous man. Very, very dangerous.
They were mean back then, man.
And that's why they brought him on.
Yep.
Yeah.
What we consider today is what's called masculine or toxic masculinity. Those dudes, they ate that for breakfast.
What was Frank Hammer?
Frank
Hammer was a dangerous man. He was a killer of killers, and he knew his stuff. and he was a smart man too. And but his story, if you go read his story, that guy was hardcore dangerous. You know,
Yep.
you did not want
Man,
to be him chasing you.
you think about this, bro. The rounds that they were firing at each other, the smallest one was a 45 ACP.
Right. Oh,
Okay, that was
yeah.
the smallest one. That on average, they were shooting rifles at your ass. They were 308s and 30-06.
Right.
Come
All
on now,
heavies.
you're
All
right.
heavies.
You got a inch and a half an inch to a full inch bullet coming in
Hmm.
your direction. You got to be a tough guy. Some of these dudes survive that.
Right.
You know, you got dudes now getting shot with tasers and want to pass out.
No, no, 25 automatic. You
That
know?
too.
Yeah. So, and we can't forget about the black Texas Ranger. Was he a Texas Ranger? What was
Bass
his name?
Reeves,
Bass Reeves. Bass Reeves was another bad dude. You know,
U.S. Ranger.
yeah, a U.S. Ranger. That's
He was
right.
U.S.
And they
Ranger.
have a. I want to go to the museum. They have a whole section that's dedicated to him. You know, and
Yeah, they have a group that meets out there where you shoot. You should meet up with those guys.
yeah, right. Uh, no thanks. And but yeah, he they coming out with a new movie of Bass Reeves, and they're gonna talk about his famous where he was ambushed and had to go up against three guys, and he won against all three.
If you read his story and you really look at it and look at some of the things that he did, and then compare that to the Lone Ranger,
Hmm.
it's very similar.
How do you spell the last guy's name? Oh, Bass Reeves.
Reeves, like
Reeves. That's with an R.
Reeves,
Reeves.
Reaves,
Oh, okay.
Reeves. Yep.
Should be.
Very
Yeah.
similar. He was able to go through different territories, even reservations, based upon his ability to speak multiple languages of the indigenous people of the land at the time. I don't want to say no names because I don't want to be canceled no more. I've been canceled before, and I ain't gonna be canceled no more. So I just won't say these names.
Oh man, you're funny.
Yeah. So, but anyway, he was able to, and that, you know, where they talk about Tonto, he's not a real person, so I can say his name.
No, he
They talk
wasn't.
about Tonto, and that and the Lone Ranger, he was able to work with the indigenous people and had the similar respect as hi old silver guy. Yeah, it's really cool. You look it up. He's got a lot. I mean, he locked up his own son. There's
Yeah.
another, I read the book. I read one of
Yeah.
one of the books
Now
about him.
they think the Long Ranger was
Copied from him.
copied after Bass Reeves.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they think. The children's book they was talking about Bass Reeves, but they couldn't do it back in those days, make him a black guy, so they made him a white guy with a black, and what represents him being black was the black mask. That's how they did it.
Yep. But there's also a story where he did impersonations, and I used to watch The Long Ranger as a kid all the time, and he used to do the same thing because you always wanted to see who was underneath that mask, and he would just take the mask off and go as an old lady, or he'd go, you know, just a settler or a rustler or whatever it was that he was impersonating at the time. And that's the same thing this guy did. They said one time he impersonated like a pioneer, rolled up on the house of where these guys were wanted, or brothers, knocked on the door. The mother saw him in town in his regular clothes and kind of half-ass recognized him, but she still was unsure, so she got her sons to come out to talk to him, and he locked both of them up. And she was pissed. She vowed to take his life.
I don't know how she could have missed him with that big old mustache he has. Dude's lit. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of him. He had a mustache big as I don't know what. You know, big old 18th century mustache.
That's one of them bicycle mustaches.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
think that was before the
That's
bicycle.
him right there. Look at that mustache, guys. Big, huge mustache. He
Yep.
was a tall man too, very tall.
And they said he could fight, and he liked to fight.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't read, believe it or
Hmm.
not. Couldn't
Yep.
read at all.
And he would, and it was just part about that. He would go in when a guy was wanted. He'd have the papers for him, a warrant, whatever, writ
Make
of
him read it.
attachment. He'd say, "Is this you?" The guy, if he couldn't read, and the dude look at it. If he recognized his name and made one utterance, he locked him up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he had
So,
partners. He was also, I think, what they don't call it now, but he was pretty much like an agent in charge of a certain area out there. So he would actually be in charge when they would go along to pick up these people. In one
mm-hmm.
incident, he shot his cook by mistake.
Yeah.
They say that he was cleaning his gun or something of that
And it went
nature,
off.
and it went off. The two of them had had a heated discussion prior to this happening, so they thought it was some malice involved. But I don't know. I think he went to jail for the time, did very much time served, but he didn't get convicted because there was
No.
the one of the ladies that he had arrested. Mind you, there's somebody who doesn't like him because he arrested her, but she told the truth, and she didn't see that it wasn't any malice involved in the murder.
Yeah. But he was a bad dude. You guys don't know about him. Go ahead and read it up. Look at the stories. And
Oh yeah,
they've been talking about it for a long time. So yeah.
it's rightfully so, man.
Mhm.
Rightfully so. It's a historical piece of America.
Mm-hmm. America.
America.
Yeah. Yeah. Budweiser. Whole 9 yards.
Hmm.
Budweiser, some nasty beer too. Ugh.
Hey man, if is it wet?
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Uh, okay. Old Milwaukee.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you talking about is it wet? Old Milwaukee's wet, and it tastes like
Yeah,
wet
but it
cardboard.
smells though. Yeah,
Tastes
no,
like
no.
wet. Old Milwaukee tastes like, you know how you take the water and pour it on cardboard, then the glue the glue dissolves
Oh no.
into a cup. Then you
Right.
take that cup and drink it. That's what it tastes
Mm-mm.
like.
Mm-mm,
Tastes like wet
mm-mm.
cardboard, bro.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no.
I've tasted wet cardboard,
Mm-mm,
so I know.
mm-mm.
Oh
So,
man.
so the other day, and it's probably the last part of the kind of combination of all the stuff that we spoke about tonight. Is guy asked who, that you're gonna like this, who makes a recoil guide and spring to fit a, oh damn, Springfield, the one you don't like. What's it called?
XD.
XD.
I don't know.
No, this was the question. It was
Oh,
this was the guy. He asked, "Who makes the spring and guide like a replacement?" Like, bro, if that gun is working, leave it the way it is.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. He wanted to change it. Yeah.
You want to change
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, I said, are you kidding me? Just
Yeah.
if you get it to shoot, just leave it the way it is. Hell no, man.
He's,
First off, I'm too old to poison myself anymore.
he's talking about Steel Reserve. What is
Yeah,
that?
that's gut rot, bro.
Okay. Never
It
heard of
comes
that
in a steel
before.
can. It kind of gives you an idea. The
Yeah.
canister is just like, oh, stay away.
Sapporos came in a steel can.
Yeah, but that's an elegant can. You ever see the
Yeah.
Steel Reserve can?
No.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
why get an aftermarket spring and put it in there? You
the
know?
gun is barely shooting when you get it out the brand new. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there that really loves that firearm, and that's all well and good for them.
We all had one. I had one.
You had XD?
And yeah, I had an XD 40. Yeah, XD 40. And carried it for a while and shot it. And shot pretty, pretty straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I shot it in a couple matches. And um
The Croatian Wonder.
and then I sold it when I heard about the crap. You know what I'm saying? I just got rid of it.
ID said he still has one.
You still got one? Wow, which one?
Wasn't that the one in Springfield got found out because they nobody knew that they had I don't know what they did.
Copied
Maybe
something? They
they
copied
didn't copy it. They were just this other company made them and they were distributing.
Oh
If
yeah,
I'm
they was
saying it
fake.
right.
Yeah, everybody dogged them out at the NRA show. Yeah, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, WK could correct me. I'm probably saying it wrong. Something on that line where they had a hand in it, but they then rebranded it. So maybe the word I'm looking for. They rebranded it and put
Right.
the Springfield Armory stamp on it. So people thought it was one of their guns, and it wasn't. And the other they were selling it for close to 500. The other company was selling it for 290.
Yeah, he said he hated it. Yeah, so he's got a 45, and I hate it. Yeah, because it shoots crooked, you know. And so it's got a sloppy trigger. I don't like the sights, and it's just a heavy gun.
So what about the Canic? You have any say on that?
No, I don't have any say. I don't own one, and I will not own one. But they say it's a good gun.
You don't
What's your
recommend it to
No.
students
No.
and people?
No.
You just recommend Glock.
Yeah, that's it. I started with Glock. I said, if you're a woman, go to 43, 19, 17. That's it. That's all I recommend. I said you can go anything after that. If you want to, I can't stand behind it. But I know what my Glocks can do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Are there any other gun manufacturers out there and pistols that you know of?
Yeah, I know of a lot.
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure where this was coming from.
My injury. That's it. So, yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a Glock, but I just wanted to make sure if there was other opportunities for other people to buy other guns that you would recommend.
Yes, they can buy anything they want.
I know, but I'm saying, what's your recommendation?
Oh, what my recommendation? I have to say a Glock, and
thank you, WK. There we go. Go ahead. Finish
and a Rock Island 1911.
Oh, that's just because you're in love with it right now.
Yes.
Wait till 6 months from now.
Right. Yeah. I'm getting a bill for my holster coming in pretty soon. So I don't know how much that's gonna be, but probably gonna be another gun. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure. At least halfway.
Yeah. What is this?
It's the HS 2000. That's the gun that I was telling you about. And it was copied by Springfield and renamed the XD.
Oh,
yeah!
Wow!
I didn't know it was a HS 2000. I wonder what that thing even looks like.
Glock only. See, he's a Glock only guy.
Now,
yeah. Well, he was an XD dude. He probably carried it. You know, WK is a Glock guy, true and true. You know.
Yeah, I mean, once you get
once you go Glock, you can't go back. You carrying that?
Not yet.
Okay.
As a VP9.
You got to get a holster. That's what you.
I got the holster. I didn't get a chance to do it today. I want to fire some premium ammunition through it and see how it works.
Okay. Had a Glock at the same time. Premium ammunition. What do you mean?
Self-defense, hollow points.
Oh, you want to test it?
Yeah. I'll make sure, man. Come on now. I preach one thing, I'm gonna do something else.
I understand.
Then you know what's gonna happen. If I go out there like that and I don't do it, it'll happen. Whatever the inevitable will happen, and then you guys will look at me and go, "Damn, he didn't even test that."
See, WK talked me into this. He was the culprit that did this. You know, he had a Rock Island 1911 for 15 years, never jammed, runs like a Swiss watch.
Oh yeah.
And he was the one who talked me into it. Ended up getting it, and
that's a hidden gem, bro.
I'm a believer now.
That's a hidden gem.
Yeah,
that is definitely a hidden gem. Rock Island makes a good quality piece. I've seen it. I looked at the gaps, felt it, touched it. There's no creaking. There's no rattling when you shake it around. Smooth. all
Never
that.
had a 45 that shoots like a 9mm. It's ridiculous. I've never had one before. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. See, he corrupted me. So I'm now from now on, I won't never talk to him and say what type of gun I want.
He could fit you in it, bro.
He gonna find it for me.
Yep,
So,
he's like that. He's like that finder when
Right.
you go on these
Right.
websites with the holsters and they say a holster finder.
right.
Just give him some
Yeah.
pertinent information, and then
Right.
he'll do the rest.
Mm-hmm.
He
So
said smooth trigger, sweet
from
shooting,
now
low
on,
recoil. Gotcha.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So, but yeah, it's a great shooting 45. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm gonna get a competition rig for it.
And they make that in 9mm too.
I don't want no 9mm.
I know, I'm not talking about
that's,
you.
That's ridiculous.
No, you gotta be kidding.
That's
I guess that's some
absolutely
kind of
ridiculous.
sacrilege.
That's ridiculous.
Are you
Why-
kidding me? A 9mm coming out of a steel frame gun is
Oh,
nothing.
come on.
It's just a little
Jeez.
bit of push.
Jesus Christ.
Economy of ammunition.
Yeah, but I can achieve that with a Glock, but just taking the powder down, it's charged down.
Okay, mad scientist. Not all of us are sitting around making recipes of ammunition in our basement.
I once shot a target and the guys got mad at me. I shot the target and my bullet stopped on the target and didn't go through.
Right. Powder puff.
They were
Well,
like,
that's a flat shooter. That's a flat shooting bullet right there, buddy.
right. It was like, you need to put some damn powder in that damn gun. I mean, the gun was just like, poop, poop, poop. You know, it wasn't
Yeah.
missing. I mean, it was great.
Hey, in most of the games, all it has to do is perforate the paper.
Right. Until you go to
didn't say have to
sanction
go all the way
match.
through. It just has to make a hole.
Until you go
once
to
you
a
crack it.
Yeah, but if you go to
yeah.
the sanction match, yeah, you
It
got
has
to
to
be able
pass
to do
through.
powder factor.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
but,
that's
and
still a
then
lot.
in that rule, in the technical rule, it says pass through. So
Right.
it has to pass through. You can't.
But
just
you know what
lodge
those
into
guys
it.
do though? When they go, so what'll happen is you keep magazines on you
Mhm.
that are real. Then you keep magazines on you that are fake. So they be like, grab your magazines and give me some rounds. So you take the real ones and give them the real rounds, and keep the fake ones on you. Or you know,
Mm.
that's how they do it. Because they know they're gonna grab rounds. So I've been in sanction matches where they'll do it as soon as you get there, or they'll wait till like 12 o'clock, then grab you and do it. You know, and then you're like caught.
Right.
So you done shot a couple of stages thinking, you know, you don't know
And
when they're gonna grab it. And now
You're
you're caught.
automatically in the middle. Yeah,
Mhm.
WK Alfonso will take 2 of those.
What's that? What he got? What? Oh no. Those things are $3,000, bro.
Bro, those things they're for the gram, bro. You can do that
Yeah.
for the gram.
$3,000.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't see a use for it, but
They look good on the wall. Yeah.
where some kind of Battlestar Galactica movie?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the side-by-side 45. You seen that?
Same
Yeah, they
thing.
haven't. Yeah, 1911 side-by-side. Yeah.
No. I've been doing this for a while, so I'm past all the lunacy. And I try to
Right.
pass that on to new people that just bypassed all that. But man, a lot of them get caught up in it. You know, it's new to them, and it kind of like you just said, it looked cool. Cool, and what looks good doesn't necessarily mean that it's workable.
You can
or
never carry it.
practical.
It's too big. You're not going to take it to any range and dirty it up because it costs too much. And so it's just a collector's piece, you know?
Snake rifle.
Yeah.
Nah,
So too rich for my blood.
I don't see that. Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's like owning a Daniel Defense.
Yeah.
That's too rich.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Arsenal, double barrel 1911. Yep.
Nope. Mm-mm.
So,
Nope. No. I'm conventional. Hell, you saw the young guy out there today. He's looking at me like, "Where's your dot?" Still in the store. Haven't picked the one out yet.
Well, you guys didn't see what I did. My 34 has a red dot on it, but you notice for the class, I swapped out upper slides and put my old uh, night sights on for the class
Mm.
because I'm not about to bust a sight out there. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Well, are you ready for that?
No, I need to take some classes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not ready for it.
All
I can
right.
hit with it. I can get a grouping with it.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
but
At 6 minutes later,
yeah, 6 minutes. What do you mean? Gonna take no?
taking your
I
sweet ass time.
no. I can
All
pull it
right,
up
three
and
minutes.
find the dot. It's not a dot. I got the chevron,
Uh-huh.
so I can find the chevron and boom, go to work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not an issue. I just
Yeah.
want to be a little bit more proficient at it, and I didn't get a chance to really zero it down. So that's my next goal. I'll bring it back out one of these weekends and play with it some more, zero it down. I need to make some bullets too. I'm out of 9mm, so I don't have any. So
Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Your battery compartment's on the side.
it's on the side.
All
Yeah,
right.
Allison's on the side. Yeah, not on the top, and you don't lose your zero. So
Yeah, a lot of them you don't lose zero. That guy is his the same way.
I found Brownells. You can get a Glock 34 upper slide stripped down. I think it's $127 or something like that, and you just
Damn,
buy
that's good.
the
This
just
come
buy
down
the
on waist.
internal kit from them and get it and just put it together. Yeah, it's real simple. Brownells, they're going to be having some Christmas specials there soon, so check them out.
Yep.
Yeah.
PSA had one too.
Oh, they did?
They had a
Oh.
similar slide. I don't think it's it'll fit a Glock 34. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get it stripped down and you save a lot more money. Don't buy it with the guts in it because the guts kit, you can buy those anywhere, put in there. And it's pretty easy to put them together.
Oh yeah.
Put all the parts in there. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, that's
You know.
definitely a YouTubeable DIY.
It is. Yeah. So
It's simple.
very simple. And you can get a Glock tool on eBay for like dirt cheap. So
You can get a 9/16 punch and do the same thing, and it's like $3. I think the Glock tool is $6.
yeah, which is true. Yeah. Well,
Hell, you could use a knitting crochet needle, just the opposite end of it.
I should have grabbed my punch kit out of the garage. I have a whole gigantic, what is it, 200 drill bit kit out there.
you
I
use a drill
barely
bit.
use it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Anything
gotta-
that'll fit through that
Yeah.
hole, you'll punch those
Yeah.
pins out, and everything else is pretty much falls right out.
Yeah. I mean, I got concrete bits, steel bits, wood bits. I've been owning this thing for like 15 years, and I think I used it maybe about 2% of the time. Ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not getting rid of it. You
No.
know? Because if I get rid of
it comes in
I need-
handy, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So comes in handy with that hammer drill I got in that garage
Okay.
that I only use a couple of times.
If you bought it from Lowe's or Home Depot, you could have taken it back. Probably still could take it back.
Nah, I don't take back tools. Every time I get rid of a tool, I need it. So
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I said.
no,
As soon as you got rid of that, then you'll need it.
yeah.
And you ain't used it since Grant took well, this.
Here we go. Yeah.
Grant took
Hey,
Richmond. Well, no,
Grant
that was when Grant took Richmond right before.
Yeah.
You know,
Right before you were born.
But that's what that guy. None of those young people out there understood what marmalade was, and then when you
No, they
started to
didn't.
describe it. When you
didn't.
just started to describe it, I was telling them how that's what you and your family ate during the Great Depression. That's how you survived the 1930 Depression.
Right. They didn't know what I was talking about. They was looking
Like
at like what?
marmalade.
Yeah, it did
So
look like
damn.
marmalade.
It did.
He had it in a mason jar.
Yep. And
He
he had
had no, hold on.
three
Let's
solutions mixed.
explain this, guys.
Hmm.
So the class we today was rifle tactical gear class. It is hell on ARs
Oh yeah.
because if your AR is not in top condition, it is going to show you in this class.
Hmm.
So everybody midstream was oiling the hell out of their guns
Hmm.
and trying to clean them and get them back in working
Yep.
order. I mean, the whole table turned into a workbench, and
Yes.
so I
Lube
had
everywhere.
yeah, they're lubing like no tomorrow. And the guy
Mhm.
brought out a 22 conversion kit. And he's lubing that. I mean, it had so much gunk in it. He's wiping it down, trying to get it to work. And so this guy, he comes out and say, I got my own oil. So he pulls out a mason jar, which it was raspberry color.
Right. Yep.
I don't know why it was raspberry.
I don't either.
And
I think
and
that was the chemical reaction of the stuff.
I
you
thought
put
it
in
was
there.
hair grease he was going to be bringing out or something. I was like, what the hell? I was like, this dude's bringing out jelly? What is he bringing out? Jelly to put on his gun?
I think that's when you said marmalade.
Yeah, I said marmalade. He said, this is my oil. I don't know what he had in it. What did he say?
It was three different ones, like Teflon, some kind of that high tech stuff, the slippery stuff. What's it? Slick 50s made out of it.
Oh, yeah, that's Teflon.
The Teflon, and then he had some petroleum and something else. Petroleum was
cooked
the
them.
main one.
He put them all together and cooked it.
Yep. Put it all
Then
together,
it made it
heated
come
it
out
up.
the carburetor and heated it up. And that's what he put on his gun.
And mind you, this is a new guy to guns, so it wasn't like
it was a jar as big as my phone, full of this liquid he's slapping on his gun. I was like, really? You can just go down and buy a $2 and something can
of
of Remington oil
Mm-hmm.
and put on your damn gun.
Right.
You know?
Yep. But do it DIY, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what was in that.
Right. He's talking about his stuff was wet. It stays on wet. I was like, the stuff I put on there. I mean, the Remington oil, it dries and it's a Teflon base. I'd rather have the dry Teflon base than to have something wet on there. You know? I was like, okay, all right. Yeah. But these are guys, like Al said, they're new to guns. And so they know more than what we do.
Already.
Keep your gun wet. You know what I'm saying? Molasses. Oh, we had back in the day here down in the South. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You dip your cornbread in it and
you're good for the whole day.
Stop your biscuits in it. And once in a while you grease your wife up with it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This guy. I wonder if Omar's still here. I wonder if Tim's thinking about you right now, bro.
Tim.
Remember we were walking down the line.
Yeah.
Tim's last response. That was not good.
Oh yeah, he said it. He said oil was everywhere. Yeah, Omar said it. Oil was everywhere.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah.
But it definitely tests your gun.
Yep.
And, makes you
and not many people realize, they hear all day and you're doing 10 rounds per magazine, 3 magazines, or actually 6 magazines per every exercise. And they don't realize it builds up by the time we got to lunch, we're already at almost 300, 400 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we get after lunch, at the end of the day, we're close to 600 to 700. Almost, some people close to 1,000.
Close to 1,000. Yeah, yeah. But if you notice, it takes a toll on all the ARs.
Yeah,
the fancy ARs.
Because they get that viscosity burning up all that oil.
But it never takes a toll on. You never see any AK go down.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
Never see
and they're
not one.
shooting a bigger bullet and a heavier bullet, and you're still not
Hmm.
getting. You don't get the same
They
response.
don't go down.
Nope.
Yeah. So, uh,
And we've come to realize that a 22 is probably going to have to be cleaned at lunchtime.
hmm and he had to clean it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't run
AKs.
my AK stayed in the car. I didn't have to
Yeah.
bring it out.
Yeah.
So I just had the AR as a demonstration. So, but
Omar and I ran them.
he
Yeah.
ran. Yeah, they ran the AKs. I didn't feel like bringing that beast out. If I was gonna do the battle drill at the end, yeah, I would have brought that beast out just to get her hot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And 'cause I brought ammunition and everything for her. So
Yeah, and it's funny because on the opposite end, I bought ammunition for my AR, but I left it in the trunk. So we went
okay,
opposite. We went
right,
opposite on that.
yeah, we would have had 2 Segas out there today. So we did. I just didn't bring mine out the bag. So
Yep.
yeah, but she is a beast
Yep.
because I ran her through 2 of those engagements with 7 magazines each, and like I said, she was red hot. Uh, it was yeah, we did it back to back, 7 magazines each, and that thing was smoking. I used to have plastic, those handguard rails on the yeah. When I got through, I tipped the gun up and they all fell off. It's all hit the ground. It was like old boy's can today. How he burned up his sleeve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was so
Definitely.
funny. Yeah, that's how you test them. Get them hot. Yeah.
Yep.
See if they work.
Yeah, he was a nut, bro. He put a lot of rounds through it on that last one. I
Oh
think
yeah.
he did 330s.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I think he wanted to see what it does.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's like that. He's gonna take
Yeah.
it to the level of no return.
Yep. 210 rounds you can go through. Let's see. I'm gonna do the math on everybody. Because back in the day we used to do 210 rounds times 6.
6.
So
Yeah.
that's 1,260 rounds we used to go through in about 7-8 minutes. Yeah. So that's what that class used to pump.
Damn.
And that's why I used to tell people to bring 1,500 rounds.
See.
Yep, it was a good test day for gear and firearms. Yep. So, but it's been let's see, what was that? Did Rick run around with y'all, or just
Yeah, the
it
camera.
was just the camera? That's all he was doing. He was shooting. Yeah. He'll run around next time. It's kind of hard. He's such a camera geek. Is when he comes out to event, I think he's got a camera embedded into his forehead. He sees nothing but video work and taking pictures, and so for him to try to enjoy the event is virtually impossible. Because he wants to participate, but he also wants to just take video and stuff too. So he gets more upset when he can't do the video side. So I just say, hey, just come out and do the video side. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. Yeah, ain't gonna cost you nothing except your gas driving down here. You know?
Yep.
Yeah. So he's like, I need the content. Come get it. You know?
Yep.
So
and we had plenty.
Yeah. You know? He's got some stuff that I don't even know he's got, because he had me and Al mic'd up. So we were talking shit constantly. So I know he was recording. You know what I'm saying? Every time I turn around, they had the camera standing there. I was like, what? So it was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah. And you got any follow-up? I know you're reading the document right now, right?
Yeah. No, that was it. We got it. We covered all 9.
Okay, cool. All right. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being on this show and being with us, bearing with us, listening to our Gibba Gab, you know, fun show.
Yep.
And still couldn't get Rumble to run tonight for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I know several other people have been having problems with Rumble trying to get it to kick off. But we're on YouTube. I posted it everywhere. You guys like and share the show, please. Like the show. Get our numbers up. That's what we're trying to do.
Yep.
And usually the show don't get good numbers. We got a lot of people to watch this show after it's already aired.
Mm-hmm.
And within the next 24 hours, we got a big.
Yeah, we'll be on
audience
Saturdays for the next couple of weeks, guys. Too.
Yeah.
Just a reminder.
Saturday nights, 9:00. We'll be here every Saturday night, and for the next 2-3 months. And you always check us out. All right, see you guys. See you soon, man.
All right.
All right, talk to you guys later.
Range, guys.
See you guys on the range.
Out.
Could have seen us today, but see you guys on the range. All right, bye.